What's up guys, Abby here from Bolt Boutique. I just wanted to jump on and kind of talk to you guys about what it's like to be a small business owner and how coronavirus has affected that. Not looking for pity or anything, this is not that video. I just thought it'd be super interesting to share my perspective and kind of what it looks like. There are three big things that have changed, and those three big things kind of affect a lot of other little things. I'm super fortunate in that I am online, so I don't have to worry about paying rent on a space. I don't have to worry about paying utilities. It's just me. I don't have to pay workers, so I am so extremely fortunate in those areas. If I had to worry about those things, this would be a totally different story, but since it is just me and I'm really small, I felt comfortable coming on here and talking about this with you guys. I didn't think it would be like insensitive or anything. So yeah, also just kind of like a business chat. I feel like I went into starting a business so naive, and I kind of want to weave in some things that I've like learned or how I started it throughout this too, because I feel like that would be interesting. So starting off, the number one thing that has changed for me is that in the spring I do a ton of pop-up shops. So yes, I'm an online store, but they are a huge part of my sales in the spring are pop-up shops. So I had about six scheduled. I was able to do one before everything kind of started with COVID-19, and the rest of them have been canceled. And I know 5 pop-up shops doesn't sound like a big deal, but for me that is about a quarter of my yearly revenue right there that was just taken away. So that's a lot, and that's okay. When I go to market, I am buying extra product because I know that I sell a higher volume at these pop-up shops. So not only am I not having those events where I'm getting more sales, but I also have an influx of product. So that's been something that I've had to juggle and kind of adjust to and learn how to play around with, which has been just a challenge, a fun challenge. It is important to me that I am an online business and don't rely on in-person sales, because that kind of defeats the purpose of being online. So it's okay. I'm accepting taking on the challenge head on, but it is a challenge. Kind of going along with that though, I guess number 2, what's changed is that in Los Angeles is where a lot of the brands that I buy from are. A lot of their factories are there, and so because they have their mandatory stay at home, a lot of them have had to shut down their factories, shut down production. No one can be there to do the work. So it has been good. Yes, I got an influx of product at the beginning, but since all those factories are shut down, I'm not having any new product really coming in. So that's good. So I'm not being overwhelmed with inventory, but also bad because there are things that I would love to order now that I know. Like I would love to get more loungy, sleepwear clothes that we're just going to be like laying in the next couple of months instead of the event dresses that I've ordered and things of that nature. So it is just like this weird balance of, I don't know, inventory and what I do have and what I don't have and trying to make do. Yeah, so those are 2 kind of woven into one answer. The third is that schools have been shut down, and I feel like a large part of my customer, my target market, but not all my target market, but a lot of my customers are, I would say, like sophomores in high school all the way up to seniors in college. And so school's out, so they don't have graduation, they don't have spring break, their trips have been canceled, they're not going to have grad parties, they don't have formals, and that's like a lot of the stuff that I buy in mind for. I think about those events, I'm like, oh, this would be fun for a sorority formal or a spring party or Founders Day for a sorority or a spring dance at a high school, like all those things, and none of that is happening. So I have a lot of occasion items that people aren't shopping for anymore because a lot of things have been canceled. So that's kind of an issue, but it's okay. I mean, we make do. This isn't gonna last forever. It's all temporary, and I've grown a lot in this, and that I feel like I relied a lot on events and things and people and places to do, I feel like, a lot of the work for me. But I've learned a lot about advertising and being creative with marketing and all these things I never really would have had to before, because I could just show up and sell a bunch of stuff in person. So that's been really fun. There are also a lot of like weird new things to consider. I haven't really done a ton of research on the bill that was passed for like grants to small businesses and stuff. I don't think I would need to take on any of that, but it's just super interesting, like learning and looking into loans versus not getting a loan. I don't really feel like I'm in a position where I need to. When I started Bolt, I started it with my life savings, and I just bought, kind of and did what was within my means that I wanted to spend towards this. And then everything since then has been just, paying from the business. I don't pay myself yet. I actually just started Bolt full-time, so I just had the 2-year anniversary, and I've been full-time for about a month and a half or a month now. So I've always worked like part-time jobs and odd jobs here and there to keep making money and save money, because I'm young and I need to work and save money. But now that I am full-time Bolt, I still have decided to not pay myself and just keep reinvesting into the business. So that's definitely something to consider when starting a business, is that you might not be able to pay yourself right away. So yeah, kind of going back to the loan thing, I kind of went off on a tangent, but I've never had to pay back a bank or anything. I'm only paying back myself. So it'd be super interesting looking into what that would look like with the small business grants and all that. So there are just like a lot of weird things going on, and really good things that they're trying to stimulate businesses and the economy with, that I need to look into. I think something with this coronavirus is that all the things that we as a country have like relied on, found satisfaction in money, in work, safety in our home, and all these things, like they potentially could be taken away from people, and there's a lot of anxiety and fear going on. But something that I've learned is that I just can't find my satisfaction and my comfort in things. I found a lot of comfort in God, and just putting my anxieties on Him in prayer and diving into the Word has been huge during this time, and just realizing that as people we can't control tomorrow, and it's hard not to worry about things that we can't control, but also just having a healthy worry and not letting it consume you, because we aren't in control, right? So yeah, just really diving into that, and it's helped a ton. So I just thought it'd be interesting for you guys to have this perspective. If there are ever any questions about running a small business and kind of what that looks like from your home, because that's what I do, I would love to do videos on them and answer those questions for you guys. So let me know. Again, my name's Abby. Follow Bolt on Instagram, Facebook. Check out our website. I'll link it all below. And like and subscribe if you guys liked this video and want more content. Even though I'm probably going to create more, even if you guys don't like it, because I feel like I should. Yeah, I don't know. Have a good day, guys.